Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by saying Barakah Yahweh, Barakah Fa.u.ci, Barakah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and enough respect to the brothers that are out there pushing and spreading the truth, which is the gospel of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai to the four corners of the world. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, I found this article, and man, it's crazy. And the title of this article says, Fauci did fund Wuhan virus experiments, but officials insist the virus involved could not have been the cause of this thing right here. Pandemic. Oh, before they take it down. But before we get into it, man, this is Job chapter 5. Starting from verse 12, it says, He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. All right. Just gonna let the translation, kind of break it down. It says, He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so that their cunning schemes are thwarted. Okay? And Esau's schemes are being thwarted, man. Esau is getting exposed. The Most High made good on his threat. Okay? He followed through on his threat when he said that Babylon will be stripped naked, will be uncovered. Okay? This is 2 Thessalonians, starting from verse 3. It says, Let no man, deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And we're at a point where when you ask, nobody's confused, okay? Well, nobody in their right mind, because there are still some bugger still out there, but nobody in their right mind will argue with you when you tell them that the so-called white man is the fucking devil. Nobody's going to argue with you, okay? So it says, Who opposeth, right, and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is as God, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right. So this man is wicked. And we see this keep manifesting over and over again. And you still have people who still won't listen. People who still have doubts. People who coons out there that are still making excuses for these devils. That still won't separate themselves from these devils. That still going to them for the juices. It says, after months of President Joe Biden's top health advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, insisting his institute never funded gain of function virus research in China. So again, the National Institute the National Institute of Health grudgingly admit otherwise. Okay, now when you go into the title, it tells you that they admitted it, but they admitted to a certain degree. When we read through the article, you're gonna find out that they admitted to a certain degree. At this point, they're coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, we did fund it," but then they will tell you, "Well, we funded a virus, but it's not the same virus. That's what you call it? How do I put it? It's not the same virus that's causing all these shutdowns and all. They'll tell you this." And then you still have people now at this point, if you're in your right mind, you should know that the following claim that they make after that, okay? The following claim that they make after this claim right here, you should know in your right mind, you should know that it's a complete lie, all right? And that all this is a fabrication of their work hands, okay? It was fabricated by their hands. And the elders said it. A lot of the GMS elders said it. But the first one I ever heard say it, me personally, was from Elder Raqua, okay, from the GMS London, with his channel was Fear the Most High Ba or something like that. So continuing, it says in a letter sent to Republican lawmakers on Wednesday, the National Institute of Health Principal Deputy Director Lawrence Tabak admitted that a non-profit called EcoHealth Alliance did conduct experiments on coronaviruses in China. Okay, well at this point I already said a lot. So whatever happens to the channel, happens. But it says they did conduct experiments on coronaviruses in China with NIH funding, right? But denied that this had anything to do with the viruses that causes COVID-19. And we know that they're lying. It's a lie, Just like they lied, about not having any affiliation with it whatsoever. That is just how they're lying right now, It says the limited experiment described in the final progress report provided by EcoHealth Alliance was testing if spike proteins from naturally occurring bat coronaviruses circulating in China were capable of binding to the human ACE2 receptor in a mouse model, right? Tabak wrote. The mice infected with the SHCO14 W1V1 bat viruses became sicker than those infected with the WIV1 bat virus, he added. All right? And these are the photos of the evidence. And then he goes on to say, regardless, the viruses being studied under this grant were genetically very distant from SARS-CoV-2, okay? And this goes into the let me see if I can find it. They hold themselves not accountable, Right, Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5 says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, right? And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pitying them not. And this is the spirit that all Edomites are in right now. They never want to take blame, okay? Any wickedness that backfires, any accusation towards them whatsoever is always false. It always has nothing to do with them. They're always the good person. Somehow, they're always the good person, Let me see. Right, so they try to salvage this whole thing by making this claim over and over again. The virus causing this thing right here, right? They keep making the statement over and over again, right? The virus being studied under this grant were genetically very distant, okay, from this right here, and then they'll make it again. The analysis attached confirms that the coronavirus studied under the EcoHealth Alliance grant could not have been the source of the SARS-CoV-2 and the COVID-19 pandemic. They will keep making this over and over again, Trying to push their witchcraft, still clinging onto their deceptive nature. But they've already lost, man. As a matter of fact, the Most High told them to do this very thing. Stand out with an enchantment. Keep trying to deceive the people. I will uncover you. I will make you bare. I'll make you naked. I will expose you, completely. But he still gave him the challenge. But try to salvage all the judgment that I'm bringing upon you. Try to how do I put it? Try to save yourself from all the judgment that's coming upon you. Try to keep your kingdom when I'm about to destroy it. Try to keep the love of the people when I expose you. That's what it means. Stand now with that enchantment, and they're still clinging on to this right now. A lot of people worshiping this man right here, and this is the same man that said that there's a video on him. He actually said that the HIV it can be transmitted through touch. You know, you shake someone's hand, you get it, you get AIDS. This is the same person that used to say that. It says Fauci has repeatedly brushed off claims that his National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, or the NIH, funded such research, even after being presented with documents showing they gave money to EcoHealth Alliance, which partnered with the Wuhan Institution of Virology to research about coronaviruses potentially infecting humans. And you still have Israelites listening to this man, praising this man, especially the woman, man. You had this old lady that was going around pushing this vaccine on pushing it upon his own people. And she's thinking she's doing the right thing. But she's completely bugged out of her mind, man. Completely blind. She's in pitch blackness. It was EcoHealth head Peter Daszak who spearheaded efforts to denounce the lab leak theory of the virus origin as a conspiracy. And the apostle just made a video about this, you know, about how they can brand everything as conspiracy because they do program people's mind like that, you know, and that was their weapon that they used. But now conspiracy, I mean, it can still work on, like I said, on those that are so far gone that there ain't no hope for them. But for those that still look for truth, this word right here, whenever you throw something on whenever you label something as conspiracy, it doesn't work as it used to anymore. You know, conspiracy theorists aren't crazy anymore. You know, it's not crazy for you to say that UFOs exist. It ain't crazy for you to say that no more. You know. So they try to denounce it. Right, by calling it a conspiracy, which was then used by social media platforms to censor critics, like they're doing right now. Like when I started a video, you know, I was like, as soon as I said that word, I knew this video was gonna be taken down. You know, I was on the phone with the brother one time, and all of a sudden, I think both our channels they took down a video like a year ago, 2 years ago. You know. No, I mean a year ago, yeah. You know? And we just keep giving strikes and taking it down. Hey man, I'm gonna post the rest of the article in it because this man. This whole thing was stupid from the beginning. Let me see.
Dr. Fauci, do you still support funding of the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect that the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
Do they fund Dr. Barrick?
We do not fund.
Do you fund Dr. Barrick's gain of function research?
Dr. Barrett does not doing gain of function research, and if it is, it's according to the guidelines, and it is being conducted in North Carolina, not
You don't think inserting
in
a bat virus spike protein that he got from the Wuhan Institute into the SARS virus is gain of function?
That is
You would
not
be in the minority because at least 200 scientists have signed a statement from the Cambridge Working Group saying that it is gain of function.
Well, it is not. And if you look at the grant and you look at the progress reports, it is not gain of function, despite the fact that people tweet that.
So
they
do
write
you still
about it.
support sending money to the Wuhan Virology Institute?
We do not send money now to the Wuhan
Do you
Virology
support
Institute.
sending money? We did under your tutelage. We were sending it through EcoHealth. It was a
Understand your
sub-agency.
testimony. You didn't give money to the Wuhan lab to do gain-of-function research.
That is correct.
Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, I have never lied before the Congress, and I do not retract that statement. This paper that you are referring to was judged by qualified staff up and down the chain as not being gain of function. Let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans.
Right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know.
Hey, so with that, I hope edification goes out to the brothers that are watching and to the few aquas that are also listening in truth and sincerity. I want to say shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yashai Barakatha. May we be of the tabernacle of David, the house of David. May the blessing of election be upon our house. So until the next one, all right, shalom.